welcome to the next video. So we're going to be doing the same exact thing, but now we're going to be actually using gasket openers and we're going to be cutting rounded corners. So if you have a truck, Tahoe, SUV, basically anything that has a curved window, Suburbans, all right, just wipe it off the general area. Now we're going to measure and let's grab our film. So let's grab the tape measure. Okay, so we had already cut another piece of film, which should fit this piece, but we'll double check right now. So the one I cut was 29, so it might not fit. So here we got 34. Let's see if we can make it fit. I'm gonna see if I can make this fit really quick. Okay, so this is a great example, guys. I mean, I didn't cut this one. This one was for the back one, but this is what it would look like if the film's too short. Okay, so if it's too short, we're gonna have to take it off and just get another piece. All right, so this is 5%, even darker. What did we say, 34? Yeah. Okay, so all right, so now we just need to cut it in the middle here. So it's a 40-inch roll, so we need 20. So 20 is gonna be like somewhere around here. Is this it might be a 36 actually. Oh, that's a 36, okay. So if I can get 18 and 18 out of it, that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna cut it right here. Cross my fingers. Yep. Okay, guys. So we've laid down the film, but this one is different because we have to look at what this is, right? So if we look under here, the glass, and wherever the glass ends, that's the rule of thumb. Where the glass ends, 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch is right here, okay? Same exact concept. All right, then we're gonna do our X, or just squeegee downwards. Just make sure not to hit any of the edges. We're gonna Sharpie. See, there's dust right here. That's what's kind of, let me get another micro. All right, guys, so we're back. Okay, Sharpie. We want to Sharpie, but we're going to Sharpie again on the second time as well. So right now, Sharpie. Lift this up. Okay, see here, you got to be careful. See how it's coming up? Because it grabbed up here. So just careful that the film doesn't move. Now, if you secured the film properly, it won't mess up the install. But imagine if this wasn't anchored properly and I rolled it down, it would have all pulled and got messed up. So now just to make sure, Sharpie one more time. Here, Sharpie one more time. Let's grab our pattern. Now we're gonna cut the top half. Spray. Go in. Okay, so here, main thing is we want to cut as much as we can reach, and then this part we actually want to pull out. pull out. We're gonna find the bottom of the glass and cut. Okay, so always go in there, kind of reduce your blade down a little bit. Okay, and just kind of clean it up after. Okay, I'm gonna make this look a lot nicer after. Now I'm gonna try to go in 1 or 2 swipes, but if I can't, I still gotta get it. So I'm gonna go all the way in there. Careful with the edges. Okay, get as deep as you can. All right, now if it's not perfect, it's okay, because we're gonna make it look better over here. So let's bring it back over here. Okay, so now that we're over here, make sure it's flat. Okay, grab our film. Now, wherever that line ended, so see here, we rounded it and then it ended somewhere along, like somewhere right here. So that true line is gonna be somewhere right here. Okay, so we're just gonna cut. Okay, wherever we stopped cutting, wherever that corner stopped. Go all the way up. Okay, trim our blade. Okay, we're gonna round our corners. Let's make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, so here you can either use this or this. I like to do it in one. Give myself a little bit of room somewhere here. Okay, now when you get to these corners, all right, now our cutout is done. Okay, and then one thing to check, guys, every time you do get, so wherever the Sharpie's at, that's where your film is at, right? So it's not on this side, it's on this side. So let's bring it back over here, and we're gonna shrink again. Okay, so same exact concept as the other windows. Line them up. Bring the tension down. So wait until you get see that squiggly line? Bam. Squiggly, bam. Okay, incorrect would be leaving the heat. You want to heat and then go. Heat, go. Keep the heat moving. Otherwise, you will burn the film. Okay, got it. Okay, now the bottom half. Okay, and then when we go on the wall over there, I'm gonna correct this little guy right here. But for right now, we're gonna leave that. Okay, now same thing. Now we're gonna do the top half. Wait till you get a lightning bolt. As soon as you get the lightning bolt, hit it fast. people mess up because they go like this. It's burning within that couple, like, not seconds, but, you know, in a little bit of time, it starts to burn. Okay, we're just heating it just enough to where it's not overheating. Now we're gonna grab our film, lay it down here. And now, we start the prep. Okay, so how does this work? I'm gonna spray, and before we go into anything else, let's go over gasket openers. So gasket openers come in different sizes. So, you know, they're basically a metal that comes with a bungee and a hook, okay? So what we're gonna do here, we're going to put one in, slide it to the side, it's gonna open up the seal. Okay, a lot of people prefer to take off the panels and do stuff like that. I don't, I prefer not to. I grab it, I go to the minimum amount of tension possible. If I need to add tension, I go here. Worst thing you can do is add a lot of tension. It'll kick back and damage the panel. So grab it and you're gonna just find somewhere to hook it on the body of the car. Okay, so mine hooked up down there, and you don't want a lot of tension. You don't want pulling on the paint or pulling on the seals too much. Another pro tip, this, you gotta be extremely careful with. It can actually damage and indent into the panel. I'll show you in later videos how we protect it from happening. But the goal is just not a lot of tension. And if you're noticing like an indentation happening, stop immediately, okay? Now let me grab another gasket opener. I will be right back. This one top load or bottom load?
That one's our top and one's our bottom. I hate this one because I can't tell with the top. But yeah, that one's a bottom.
Okay, I'm gonna grab another one. And these come in a kit, guys. So if you guys saw my tool video, I showed you guys what I recommended and how to buy it. This is the hack right here. If you don't have one of these, you're going to suck. Or you're going to struggle a lot more than normal. Okay, now how does it look? So I stacked them, and now I'll look at all of this space. The way that I check to see if it's good is I'll spray, and as long as the water travels freely, then I'm good. Now if I see the water get stuck anywhere, I know that film definitely won't fit in there. Okay, so I spray, scrubby, exact same cleaning process. Like this, just so it's faster. Okay, spray. And we're going to push out. Okay, so we still haven't cleaned the sides yet or the seal, so it's pressure wash. Side. Side. And of course, like if you put a micro there, it's gonna have lint, so just kind of go over it over time. Okay, if your tools don't fit in there, use the tools that will. Okay, now we're gonna bring it down. A little bit more. Okay, clean the top edge, spray. Scrubby. Squeegee. All right. Always end with one last pressure. Let's grab our film. Now, we want a secret here too. If if you see from this side, we're almost to the top of the window. You want that. You want to be almost touching the top because you have a lot of film to be able to tuck that film behind. So let's grab this. And let's flick the liner. Okay, you gotta be careful here using your nails. Now, we're gonna do bottom loading because we never do top loading, guys, unless like we have to on a Ford. Ford F-150. Okay, so same thing. Now, it's more comfortable if I grab it from here. So make sure your fingers are not dirty, make sure you sprayed them, and tuck it in one side at a time. Slide it in. Of course, we got beeping on the day of the class. Okay, slide it in. Okay, now, all right, so once we're in, leave yourself a tiny gap at the top. And we're gonna do the same thing, squeegee. All right, just like that. Okay, now you see how much the alcohol caused it to stick? Okay. So securing everything, which is nice. Okay, hit the sides. Okay. Now this cutout, I could have gone a little bit wider, but the main thing is, guys, that no light gaps are being seen. Now you save all of these steps, or at least the cutout steps, by having a plan, which is what I'm going to talk about in other videos. But this is the old school hand cut method, guys. Okay, so make sure you always overlap every single time that you do something. Okay. Now always double check from the other side. So you see this little finger right here? I just got to swipe, see that? Push that guy out. Okay, so always make your corrections on this side. You can't see what's happening on the other side in the bottom corners and edges. So that's all done, guys. So all that's left is just running my heat gun over the edges. Run some glass cleaner and call it a day. Okay, that's another window. So that is truck windows. Recap, same exact process as the rest, but when we do our cutout, we want to make sure we pull the glass to the side, cut a bit more of the corner, and then Sharpie once the window's down, and then cut on the furthest point of the glass. All right, guys, good luck. See you in the next video. Next one, we're gonna be doing top loading on a similar panel, but if you need a top load, I'll show you how to do it.